In the depths of the ocean, sharks are symbols of power, dominance, and a cold authority that makes entire ecosystems keep their distance. Yet once they reach the dining table, these fearsome predators become part of a completely contradictory story. Humans take only shark fins to prepare luxury dishes such as shark fin soup, while the flesh, accounting for more than 90% of the animal's body, is discarded and rarely used. Why does such a massive creature, with an abundance of meat, fail to become an important culinary ingredient? And why do people choose a body part that has virtually no flavor while neglecting the substantial flesh of sharks? So what exactly is a shark? Sharks are marine animals born into salty oceans, and their bodies must adapt to an extremely harsh environment. Most ordinary fish excrete urea, a waste product of protein metabolism, through their gills. Sharks, however, are different. They retain large amounts of urea in their flesh to maintain osmotic balance between their bodies and seawater. This mechanism allows sharks to avoid dehydration and survive in the deep ocean. The problem arises when a shark dies. This urea is no longer regulated. It breaks down into ammonia, a substance with an extremely pungent, urine-like odor. A smell so strong that encountering it just once can linger in your memory all day. As a result, if shark meat is not processed within the first few hours after death, it quickly develops an overpowering, acrid stench. That odor penetrates deep into every fiber of the flesh, turning the entire shark so pungent that even people accustomed to strongly scented seafood shake their heads. Even before judging taste, the smell alone is enough to make shark meat lose the race to the dinner table. And that is not to mention the texture of shark meat, which is very tough, coarse-fibered, low in fat, and in some species can feel almost like chewing rubber. Humans are used to eating fish with soft, tender, sweet, and aromatic flesh, such as mackerel, salmon, or tuna. When switching to shark meat, we immediately sense a mismatch. No matter how it is marinated, boiled, fried, or braised, the characteristic ammonia odor, the sharp, urine-like smell, still lingers somewhere, preventing the dish from truly shining. It is like sitting next to someone who has wet themselves and forgotten to change their clothes all day. Because of this pungent smell, sharks have never become a common food like other fish. And even if you are willing to wear a mask, hold your nose, and force yourself to swallow the meat, it may still not be safe to eat. One of the major reasons shark meat is not popular lies in concerns over human health and safety. Sharks sit at the top of the food chain, meaning they prey on smaller fish and, over time, accumulate heavy metals in their bodies. Among these, the most dangerous are mercury and methylmercury, powerful neurotoxins capable of causing serious damage to the brain, the nervous system, and the development of a fetus. Shark meat, especially from long-lived species such as the great white shark or the short-fin mako, contains mercury levels many times higher than the safety limits recommended by the World Health Organization. Some samples have been measured with mercury concentrations more than 10 times the level considered safe for human consumption. This makes eating shark meat an extremely high-risk activity. Countries such as the United States, Canada, and those in Europe strongly advise that pregnant women, young children, and people with neurological conditions should never consume shark meat. In many places, the commercial sale of shark meat is even restricted or banned altogether. After all, no one wants to put their health at risk for a dish that is not only unpalatable and difficult to prepare, but also pungent and potentially highly toxic. For these reasons, shark meat has gradually been removed from the menus of most cuisines around the world. With the meat discarded, why did humans choose shark fins, something that has virtually no flavor, instead? This is where the story becomes truly interesting. Shark fins are the complete opposite of shark meat. They have almost no distinctive smell or taste at all. When cooked, shark fin simply turns into chewy, crunchy strands, similar to glass noodles or pork tendon, without any remarkable flavor, contrary to what many people believe. Yet for hundreds of years, shark fin has been regarded as a royal delicacy, symbolizing luxury and power. The origins of this perception trace back to ancient China. From the Song dynasty onward, shark fin began appearing at the most prestigious imperial banquets. It was not prized for its taste, but for its rarity and the difficulty of obtaining it. Hunting sharks in ancient times was extremely dangerous. Removing the fins was no easy task, and drying them required even more effort. This very scarcity is what created their value. The Chinese aristocracy of the past came to view shark fin as a symbol of social status. Over time, shark fin soup became a standard feature at grand banquets, weddings, longevity celebrations, and formal receptions for officials in wealthy households. Indeed, households that were exceptionally wealthy. People consume shark fin not for its flavor, but for prestige. Having shark fin on the table signaled that the host was willing to spare no expense and to make a bold display of status. Even into the 20th century, Hong Kong turned shark fins into a multi-billion-dollar industry, supplying hundreds of luxury restaurants across Asia. As a result, although shark meat was largely disregarded, shark fins survived as a cultural legacy deeply embedded in the mindset of many generations. To better understand this, it is worth returning briefly to the issue of shark meat. Beyond the problem of odor, shark meat is also commercially unattractive. A single large shark can weigh hundreds of kilograms, yet its meat generates relatively little profit. Commercial fishers always calculate economic efficiency. On the same fishing trip, they can catch tuna or mackerel, fish that are easy to sell, nutritionally rich, good tasting, and in strong market demand. By contrast, shark meat is cheap, difficult to sell, and extremely costly to preserve. This is precisely why, over many decades, the practice of finning, cutting off a shark's fins, and discarding the body at sea, emerged and became a major global issue. Fishers did not want to waste valuable space on their boats carrying low-value shark meat. They kept only the high-value fins and threw the rest of the body away. This practice has caused a catastrophe for marine ecosystems, leading to population declines of 80–90% in many shark species over just the past half-century. Yet does anyone in the world actually eat shark meat? Despite being shunned by most culinary traditions, shark meat does still appear in certain regions. In Australia, there is a distinctive dish made from small sharks. In Iceland, Greenland shark is fermented into a dish called hockerel, a specialty with such a powerful odor that even the famous chef Gordon Ramsay nearly vomited when tasting it. In Japan and Korea, some regions use shark meat to make fish cakes or dry it for preservation. However, all of these dishes share one thing in common. They require extremely elaborate processing. The meat must often be fermented for months to eliminate urea. In Australia, only small sharks are used, as they accumulate fewer heavy metals, and the meat must be processed on the same day it is caught. These preparation methods clearly show that shark meat is never well suited for everyday meals. Expanding the discussion a bit, are there any other parts of sharks used besides their fins? If shark fins are the most famous item on the dining table, then shark teeth are perhaps the most famous part in real life and in popular culture. Shark teeth are sharp, hard, and continuously replaced throughout the animal's life, allowing sharks to maintain their hunting power without decline as they age. A large shark can replace tens of thousands of teeth over its lifetime. This constant tooth replacement is why shark teeth frequently wash up on beaches after strong waves. Since ancient times, shark teeth have been used to make weapons. Ancient warriors believed that carrying shark teeth would grant them courage and strengthen their fighting spirit. In modern times, shark teeth have instead become a form of jewelry symbolizing wildness and primal power. Shark skin is another remarkable feature. Contrary to popular imagination, shark skin is not smooth at all. It is rough, textured like sandpaper. The surface of shark skin is covered with countless microscopic denticles. In Japan, during the era of the samurai, shark skin was used to wrap the handles of katana swords, making them both visually striking and resistant to slipping. In Europe, shark skin was once a material for luxury leather goods, used to cover cases, make wallets, and upholster salon chairs for the aristocracy. Another notable part is shark cartilage. Shark cartilage is a lightweight, flexible, elastic material that is rich in collagen. For a long time, many traditional medical systems believed shark cartilage could enhance overall health, support joints, and reduce inflammation. Before the 2000s, shark cartilage even went through a boom period, fueled by advertisements claiming it could prevent cancer. Although modern science has rejected most of these exaggerated claims, shark cartilage is still used in certain dietary supplements for joint support and in cosmetic products that contain marine-derived collagen. Even shark eyes were once used by humans. In short, people do not eat shark meat because of a chain of interconnected reasons. The strong urea and ammonia odor that smells sharply like urine, the dangerous accumulation of mercury, and the fact that the meat does not suit most palates. It is difficult to preserve, hard to process, and does not offer high economic value. Meanwhile, shark fins, though not particularly tasty, carry powerful symbolic meaning in Chinese and broader Asian cultures, which has turned them into a luxury food for hundreds of years. Thank you for taking the time to follow this story. If you found it interesting, feel free to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and share it with others. And now it's time to say goodbye.